So hi everyone and welcome back to my channel. For today's video we are joined by Joshua.
By popular demand, I'm back.
He says this every time and no one demanded.
This is the thing. Alright, in the comments below, yes. Just tell her how much you've demanded me.
This is my really good friend Josh and today he's going to be doing my makeup. He did it before and it was awful, terrible, and I think I gave him too much choice. So today he's got nothing. Like, you just can't get this wrong. While he's doing my makeup, I'm going to answer some questions about general university advice. You guys have been giving me questions all morning, so I'm going to ask them while Josh is doing my makeup. Joshua has just graduated from the University of Oxford studying philosophy, politics and economics. I am going into my third and final year at the University of Oxford studying classical archaeology and ancient history, so I think we're quite equipped in university. So how do you deal with noisy flatmates at university?
Noisy flatmates. You've got to get good at the art of the passive-aggressive message. So you'll have a group chat.
Yes.
And in the group chat, so you just want to dab.
Oh my god.
Just make sure that you're just covering all of these lines of stress and tiredness.
I wasn't stressed or tired before this.
You just turn your face. So the group chat that you will have, just if they're making noise, just send them a message like, "Hey guys, I'm glad you're having fun, and I can hear you're having fun.
But I need to speak.
I have a test tomorrow." Even if you don't have a test tomorrow, just tell me you have a test tomorrow.
My advice is that you need to just be open and honest and set your boundaries from the beginning, because if you stay quiet and you don't complain when they're doing up 3 AM parties or whatever, it's going to keep happening for the rest of the year. So at the beginning, yeah, they might not like you for a second, but they'll get over it because you need to set your boundaries. Your uni flatmates know, like, I like to go to bed early, or I like to study in the kitchen, or whatever it is, and if they respect it, they will just, like, you know, no one wants to actually upset someone on purpose. So if they are making noise, I'm sure it's a mistake. Just
be polite, honestly. Just,
yeah.
Just come out of your room and say, "Look guys,
I'm so sorry to disturb your fun, but I'm just like finding it hard to sleep, blah blah blah." The next question was time management tips.
No, this is going well. You look at this, blended. Wow.
I'm actually glad you're trying. Time management tips. We did a video before, Josh and I, on time management. You just need to stay on top of your game and kind of have tunnel vision and know what you're aiming for, and then you balance your time around whatever your priority is. So at university, for me, my priority was getting good grades, and scheduling fun came second for me.
Know what your priorities are. So
okay, Josh.
Look,
that's way too much.
Yeah, but V, there's a lot to be done. Okay. Don't blame the painter if the wall is large and cracked. Know exactly what your priorities are for the year. So for me, first year, I was more interested in just kind of having a normal university experience and just having fun. So I was doing things, but I wasn't really that bothered about doing extracurricular activities as such. But then second year, I wanted to develop my CV, develop myself as a person, so I made sure that my time reflected that. So I was going out less, I was doing more. Yeah, just know exactly what you want to do for the year or for the week or for the term, and then just make sure that other things aren't getting in the way. This is yeah, look at this. I'm surprising myself.
I'm so glad that you're trying. I can't see anything, but I'm so proud because it feels good this time. Last time it felt, oh my god. What's the best way to do notes on lectures, seminars and tutorials? You can use your note-taking skills in your lectures by downloading the lecture before you go to it. If you can get the slides up and have 2 things on your screen, go into that lecture and already kind of know what's coming up in the lecture, in terms of if you do the pre-reading or you have the lecture slides downloaded and you have it on the side, then you can listen to the actual lecture and just make the important notes rather than trying to write everything down. I used to give on making notes, to be honest.
Yeah, so making notes, I'm not very good at making notes in terms of, like, in tutorials, especially in classes.
Yeah.
I'm not that good at making notes because when the teachers talk, I find it hard to make notes and concentrate.
Yeah. So
usually I just let other people take notes.
And then you take...
And then I'll ask them for
See, I
notes.
could never, I can't stand anyone else's notes but my own. And in my tutorials and my classes, I'd always like ask a lot of questions that I already like kind of knew the answer to but didn't, and then I'd make notes on that, if that makes sense. So I'd kind of take control of the class and make sure that my notes were going according to that, because I can't stand someone else's notes. I really can't. Oh, Josh, this doesn't feel right.
No, it may not feel right, but wow, it looks good. Thumbs up reactive.
Thumbs up
This is
How much independent work do you do compared to lectures? For me, university has been a lot of self-teaching. Like, I spend a lot of time on my own teaching myself. I'll go to the lecture and then I go and like teach myself based off of the lecture or what I've learned in my class. A lot of the time I honestly taught myself. How do you make friends in accommodation? I love this question. So what I'd always say is start with an open door policy. If you live on like a flat or like a hall where the doors can be opened and you can... I swear, Josh, you're trying to make it look nicer. When you're trying to make friends at uni, open door policy. Leave your door open a little bit. Hang out in the kitchen. Go to the common room. Be in places where people are going to be. Try not to like isolate yourself and keep yourself in your room for the entire Freshers Week, because you won't see anyone. So if you can, go to the events, go to different things. Like, try your best to be proactive with making friends. The same way you try to like, do an essay, you try to do that with friends, like try to actually make them. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, so just be aware that, because it's very easy to get into the habit of hiding during Freshers Week or hiding during these social holidays, because it's scary. But just be aware that everyone's in the same situation. So everyone is going to be as lonely and know as many people as you, which is nobody. So everyone's going to be in hyper-friendly social mode. So in those first few weeks during Freshers Week, just get out there. People will be friendly because everyone else is in the same situation. So get out there, get to know people. Don't be afraid, because people are as scared as you are.
And everyone wants to make friends, so just try your best and try to get involved and step outside of your comfort zone a little bit, but obviously don't conform and do things that are peer pressure that you wouldn't do. But try your best to like make a little bit of an effort. How many lectures and seminars do you in a week? Well, it depends on each university, but for me, I think on average I had about maybe 12 lectures a week, maybe, and like one class and one tutorial. So about 14 things a week, I'd say, which is standard for Oxford, I think.
Yeah, so I had
14 contact hours a week for me.
Yeah, probably between 10 and 15 lectures. But for me, so for PPE specifically, a lot of the lectures that you do is going over the reading that you would have done for your essay. You leave the lecture, you go home, and then you end up doing the same material, the same content.
Everything kind of coincides. They plan it so that whatever you're doing that week all makes sense in terms of lectures, classes, tutorials, essay. So each week is a different topic rather than you're just learning different things all the time.
So for me, I stopped going. To lecture. Because it was just like I was doing the lecture and then I was coming home and then doing the same content in the books.
But it's good for someone who's like a slow learner like myself. It was brilliant because I can hear the same thing over and over again until it sticks. It's like listening to a song 50 times and then you can sing it yourself rather than... But if you're cool enough to just hear it once or twice, you know.
No, as in I don't learn from hearing it, so I have to write it down.
Doing it,
So I'll go home and then just use the lecture notes that have been uploaded anyway. Sorry.
What are you doing to my face? And you're done now, so like, what kept you motivated?
For me, one, it was I actually genuinely enjoyed the subjects.
I'd really love an eye after this.
I genuinely enjoyed the subjects of the day. So some essay questions you get them and it was like genuinely fun to dissect them and really get into it.
Yeah, but you studied something fun, like philosophy.
But then with some units I was just like, I couldn't even deal with it. So one of my coping mechanisms was just to have projects going on outside of my degree.
And you had a lot.
I had a lot going on. So it was like the degree was kind of the last thing I'd get to in the week. So I had projects going on, which meant I didn't live and die by the essay every week. So if the essay wasn't really fun to write or the reading wasn't fun, my week wasn't over. I could go do other societies, sports and whatever. But yeah, mostly the degree was genuinely fun to engage with and actually just think about the different problems that they gave us.
If I'd gone to a uni where I was told only 5 essays a term, I would work to that standard, if that makes sense. And if everyone else at other unions came to Ox and they were told 2 essays a week, you'd eventually just learn to do it. Like, you'd learn to do what you're required to do. Do I look nice? Do I look pretty?
It's, you know, it's...
Do I look pretty?
Okay, so we're gonna... Where's
Oh,
that?
my lip is not there. My lip is not up there.
I mean, I'm trying to speak, I'm trying to give advice and, you know, make you just try to fix this
The
whole...
thing is,
this
Josh,
whole-
I really had hope that you're going to do a nice look today. No, before I look in the mirror, do you think I can find a boyfriend with this face? Would you happily walk down the road with me and help me find a boyfriend?
Comment below if you are potential Ozband for... Look at this, wow.
I haven't seen it yet. I'm going to look in the mirror. So you didn't try?
Yo, it's...
I'm excited to see this.
Okay.
Nah, I'm over it. I'm over it. I just don't get it. You could have done.
Well, look at the colour coordination.
Potential. We were rooting for you.
my God.
We were all rooting for you, Josh. But anyways, guys, that's it. That's
Ladies,
the end of the video. So I'm fuming now.
My Instagram will be linked below. If you, I charge
Linked by who?
some money for this.
I am not linking nothing. Okay, genuinely comment down below if you think it did a good job or not. Like, forget that like it's meant to be good or not good, but for actually trying to do a good job, because I don't think you tried.
Yeah,
I still think we'll try again in 2020 and see if it's... Whatever, anyway, bye.
Tubers.